Storybooks should come from the child's world and relate to that child's world. So I spend a lot of time with children. I go into schools and talk about children's likes and dislikes. If I want to know what 5-year-olds like and dislike and think and how they feel about the world, I don't ask 5-year-olds. They wouldn't be able to give me that information. But I can go into classes of 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds and say, how did you feel when you first started school? What were the foods that you liked and the foods you didn't like? What was the best thing about being in your position in the family, and what was the worst thing? And you know, to all the questions I ask, I get the same answers no matter what country I'm in. Isn't it interesting that children in Asia, in the United States of America, in South America, Australia, New Zealand, oh yes, and Iceland, remote places, very different cultures, very different climates, the world of the child is the same. Children still feel resentful at being the youngest and having to go to bed while the others stay up and watch television. They don't know why their parents can't go to bed and they can stay up and watch television. Children, very young children, don't like strong flavoured food, and I guess their little taste buds are more sensitive. Children, no matter where they come from or how good their parenting is, are afraid of the dark. There is something atavistic in children that makes them scared of the dark. And I think that we've inherited this from the times when if children wandered out on their own at night, they could be in grave danger. But have you noticed that while children are fearful of the dark and fearful of a number of things when they're quite young, as they grow, they want to push back the boundaries of fear. This is very important for them. Children 6, 7, 8 want to read scary books. If it's too scary, they won't touch it. They want to do more adventurous things. They want to climb trees. They want to push back those boundaries of fear. And if we protect our children too well and prevent this from happening, then I'm afraid our children are going to grow into timid adults. It is part of a natural inclination that they must push back the boundaries of fear, that they must experiment and sometimes put themselves at risk in their activities. But you know, we can help children to push back these boundaries of fear in their stories. And I do that quite often in stories that are just a wee bit scary but have very positive and secure endings. It's all right to take a child into a little bit of a dark tunnel to make them feel a little scared, but you always bring them out into the sunshine afterwards. And that's what the sunshine books do.